A couple of years ago when they had the churches made the news where this guy had like rushed someone in the church and they had to shoot the guy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Now that means they had armed security guards in place in the church. Wow, what's the world come to?
Or did you hear about? This was about a year and a half ago. Maybe 2 years ago, did you hear about that guy that just came off the street and just walked right into the church sanctuary and shot the preacher like in cold blood?
Yeah.
You know, it's really just a sign of the times. And
people unfortunately just because someone says, "Oh, I'm a representative of the church," or "I'm Reverend so and so." In old school days, we'd be like, "Oh, they're a minister. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. That's great. Take care of them. Listen to them." Well, guess what? Unfortunately, it's a different time.
Yeah.
And, evidently, judging by some of the scandals of the Catholic Church, it wasn't evidently all that safe back in the day. But, still, and unfortunately, there does have to be a wake-up call to this.
Yeah.
There really does.
Yeah. Well, so before we wrap this up, pretty much what is the moral of all this, and any last minute thoughts that you or anything that you want to throw in really quick before we wrap this up?
Well, the biggest thing I can say is that, as they always say, you lie long enough, the truth will come out. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, with some of the issues with the church, truth's coming out, and it's hurting.
Yeah.
These things got to be taken care of and get a handle on it, and unfortunately, it should be a thing that they need to see that they need to evolve with the times. I know they have a reputation for being probably one of the most orthodox churches, but sometimes you don't have a choice but to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, they can move forward in a way that's going to be more conducive to the safety and security of their own parishioners.
Wow. Well, I think that's going to end this particular segment. Once again, you can check us out at www.myspace.com/UCOFW, or you can check us out and subscribe and rate our videos at www.youtube.com/UCOFW. Before we head out, we know that you do a lot of, you have a lot of side things that you do as well. Give you a chance to kind of promote yourself and tell us what do you have coming up in the future, any projects or any things that you're working on that you would like the public to know.
Well, as far as my own little side projects, I am a sort of a spiritual healer myself. I am also a Reiki master and dealing with a lot of energy work, and hopefully plan on expanding some of that into other metaphysical concepts. Hopefully get to write a few more articles here about some metaphysical concepts that might be they're not as new agey as people would think. They really do have a lot of popular religious ideologies behind them, and would like to really express some of those things and see how some of that could possibly come through. And as always, I am a Reiki master and would love to get a little bit more oriented into some of the spiritual aspects on a one-on-one basis with people as well. Mm-hmm. But it's just things I'm kind of working on right now, trying to get a little bit more of that going for myself. Hopefully it'll take hold and maybe be beneficial to a lot of people and maybe help some people out.
So if people want to get in contact with you, do you have an email address or a particular page that you would want people to contact you if they have more questions about metaphysics and like the studies of that is in Reiki and all those good things that tie into that? Is there a way that they can contact you?
Well, being a staff writer or assistant here with UCOFW, they could always contact me through there since I am with the staff. Or my personal email address is mds911_2000 I can always be reached there. And I am working on a little bit more stuff here to maybe be able to make me a little easier access to the public.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, maybe starting up a YouTube page myself.
Yeah, I've been trying to push that. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna definitely support him. He's definitely a faithful member of the family. He's been here since day one, and he's been here. Really educating us, really enlightening, giving us a fresh perspective on different issues on religion and just religious-based or like theory-based, principles and things like that. So he's really been there for us, and we're going to really support him as he goes off and does his own, thing in the future. So be on the lookout for that. We will be letting you know if he starts a new channel. We'll definitely be pushing it on the Urban Coalition. So I'm really excited about that. And I've told him, I said, you got a lot of good information that you really need to get out and tell people about. So be on the lookout for that. We have some more people in our organization. Brittany Ivy, she's going to be working on some things here in the future. Fred Jones, he's working on some different things, and so we're just trying to expand. And this year, like I said, we're going to be giving you more interviews. It's going to be a good year. So until then, we will catch you on the page, and just feel free to leave your comments, questions, concerns. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Spread the videos around. Tell people to check us out. We're going to be doing more here in Indianapolis this year. Hopefully we can get some events planned, some workshops, some different things together in the future. So just be on the lookout for what we're going to be doing this year. Until then, we will talk to you later.